Hello everyone, welcome you all. Today I am going to discuss about the REST assured GET API automation. In the last session we have seen the introduction to client server architecture and some of REST architecture elements and what is client and server we have seen, and the configuration of entire TestNG model pattern that we have seen. And in this session we'll automate a GET API using a REST assured. So in case if you are new to my channel, do subscribe. So let's get started. So here is my project which is we have created in our last session, REST project, and this is a Maven project. So we are managing all our dependencies from the pom.xml. So this is my pom.xml of this project, and from source test Java. So we have one default package here. So I will create one package. So right click on my source test Java and go to new and create a class and a package from here. So I will create a package as demo APIs, and my class will be, so we are demonstrating the get API automation, right? So I will say get API, right? So this is a TestNG project, so we don't need this public static void main. So click on finish. Yeah, once we are with our Java class created here, so as we are discussing on the TestNG pattern for REST assured, right? So we'll import our annotation called @test. So every test represents a test case in TestNG. So we have imported org.testng.annotations.test, and this I will create a method under it. So public void get API automation. Okay, this is my class name, right? So as we are hitting the get API and when we are retrieving the response, so few people are new to this API testing as well. They wanted to know what is the get API and how does get API will work in actual API testing when compared to the automation with the REST assured. So I have a Postman tool with me. So in my Postman tool, so this is my get API. So this is my get API. So once we provide this URI, so URI is a complete URL which containing both a base URI and an endpoint of it. So everything will be in a combination, and once you hit this, you will receive a response. So this is a response that it is giving out, and it has a details of employee, of single employee. So it will giving the ID of it and element, email and first name last name, and his profile picture location. So and we have some support URLs and text. So this is all the response that is giving by the REST API called get API. And in case if you are new to this entire APIs testing through Postman, so I have a playlist created for it. So I will share that in the link in the description section, so you can start from the scratch to become an expert level on the API testing from the Postman. And through this we have seen, and we have different parameters here, params, authorization, headers, body, and pre-request scripts and test and settings. All this I have discussed in that playlist, so go through that and come back to this session so that you will understand each and every step that what I am doing here. So let's copy this entire get API URL, right, and go back to our Eclipse IDE. So I will store it in somewhere like this. So to start with our REST assured, so we need a REST assured class. So a REST assured class is offered by io.rest assured. So let me type this REST assured. Okay, you can see here this is a class of REST assured.io.rest assured. So we need to call this, and we need to import respective packages for it, and .base URI. So base URI is the one that we are actually trying to locate our resources there. So that is a remote location where we are trying to hit that remote location using a URI. So in our case, this URI will be, this is my URI. So till users it is a URI and with semicolon. So using this REST assured class, I'm calling the base URI. So base URI is a location where my resources are located yet. And using this REST assured, so it will create a HTTP request against the URI, and it supports the creating of requests of different HTTP request types like post, get, delete, update, head, and options. So all this we can use. So we are demonstrating get, So we will discuss that in the later sessions. And it makes the HTTP communication with the server and pass a request, and that creates our test on to the server. So once we retrieve that information from the response, so we will retrieve all the information in terms of response and where we can validate further. And using a one more interface called request specification. So let me type the request specification. So request specification is an interface. So every request in our REST assured library is represented by our interface called request specification, and this interface allows us to modify the request, like adding some headers and adding some authentications. So all this we can do by this request specification, and we need to provide some instance for it. So I will providing HTTP for it, and after that, this request specification again pointing to our REST assured, that we have a REST assured library, right? So we need to use this REST assured library, REST assured dot given. So this is the line that we need to provide in the request specification. So this entire control of the request specification, that we can pass additional headers and additional authentications. So the word specification at the end is used to specify that how the request should look like and when we send to the server, right? And so once we define this request specification interface, and by calling the request REST assured dot given, so we have one more interface which will handle entire our response. So where whenever we hit the request and we will get the response, so this response contain different data sent by the server. So to handle those different responses objects in our response, like header, status codes, and a body and status line. So all this we can handle using the response interface. So you will define this response interface here, and we need to provide some reference. And using the request specification, so I need to use this request specification to call or to send my request. So to send the request, so we have methods in it, right? So under request we have methods again, right? So methods offered by io.restassured.http. So this http will call my get API, okay? And after that, I need to pass my endpoint refers to the resources location, specific location that I wanted to hit. So I wanted to hit this id of to employee, so that I will get the response back, right? So this will help me to hit my request or get request and get the resources of employee number 2 from the URI, from the base URI. So everything data that is coming, it will be handled by our request request, I mean to say, will be handled by our response interface. So where we have different terminologies to use in. So these are the basic requirement for this our REST assured to hit our request. So let me quickly save and run. So it has passed our get API. So this is the basic steps that we require to automate our get API using a REST assured. So after that, we have different terminologies or different methods to use in, like I need to capture entire response. So I need to get entire response in the form of string. So I will define the string and I will say response object. So I need to get all the response object into my console, or I want to represent entire response object. So using a response interface reference, so which is a response dot get body. So we need to get entire body dot as a string. So this will get my entire response body and in the form of string, and later I can right. So this is the line that will print my entire request or my response into my console. So again, quickly save and run. Yeah, now you can see there is an response coming up in my console. So this is because we have captured entire body using a response. So using a response, we have get a body as a string, entire body. So that is in the form of a JSON format. So this is the same format that we have seen in our Postman request when we hit here. So similar response we have received when we hit from the rest assured as well. And we need to add some basic assertions for it. So I will be showing some assertions now, and later we will go in depth assertions, how can we add and how can we traverse into our JSON object again. So the basic assertions that we required is validating the status code and status line. So currently status code refers to, here you can see the status code is refers to 200 OK. So once we receive this 200 OK, then it represents that our API is working correctly and we are receiving a response correctly. So without, if you are seeing other than this 200, then it means that there is a failure in our response request. Okay, so I need to add an assertion on that status code 200. So it is an int type, right? So I'm using this integer to handle that status code. And using this response object. So this response interface provides an option to capture all the data that is coming from the response. So response dot get status code. So you can see there is an inbuilt method available in this interface called response code. So once I hit this response code, I will receiving that status code here. So I can later add assertion for it. And in test ng assertions, we can add the assertion. So I will say asset equals, my asset equals will be on integer type, right? So this is an integer type. So this will be my status code, and I need to validate against 200. So if I receive my status code as a 200, then only my request is passing, else my request will be changed. So I need to capture entire status line equal to response dot get status line. So I will show you what is the status line here. So status line contain my status line. And this should be in my new line, right? So I will quickly run my this get API automation using REST assured. So it is hitting my server. This REST assured is hitting my server, and you can see here my status code, my status line is 200 OK. So this is my status line, so which is a HTTP 1.1 200 OK. So this is my status line. So we need to validate this status line as well. So whenever we see or whenever we add assertions, we need to add assertion for the status line as well. Okay, I'll add this from my copy. So we have to see the status line every time when we hit a get API. Okay, so let me remove this. So this is all we have written assertion for status code, status line. So these are the basic assertion that we require to write for any APIs that we are launching, and later we can go in depth in detail. So I will show that in the next sessions. I hope this session is useful for you. In case if you are new to my channel, do subscribe to my channel, do like, share and comment. Thank you.